welcome back. Welcome back to the Wave One Plugged In Podcast. I'm your host, David Macon. I'm here with a very special guest today, Mr. Aaron Easton.
She wanna come over, sucky vibes. She wanna come over, get it right. I told her, come over, let me pipe. I told her that I'ma eat it right. You got the drip, drip, baby. You got the drip, drip, baby. She got the drip, drip, baby. You got the drip, drip, baby.
What's going on,
man?
with you, brother? Man, we appreciate you pulling up, man. Short notice.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, for those of the people that tuned in to the podcast show and don't know who you are, man, tell the people who you are and what you do, brother.
I'm Aaron Easton. I'm a singer-songwriter, entertainer.
Singer, songwriter, entertainer.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like how you put that spin on there, man, because I tapped in with you first on the music tip, but just kind of tapping in with you on your on the Instagram and stuff like that. You got your hand in a lot of different stuff.
Word.
A lot of different things that I feel like people interested in the city, but they don't really know how to, you know what I'm saying, take it to the next level. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, what you've been doing with it. So, you from here in Indianapolis?
I grew up in Indianapolis.
You grew up in Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I was born in Indianapolis too, but I've lived in other states.
Okay. Did you go to school and all that out here though?
Yes, and I graduated from a school in North Carolina.
Okay. So you really been all around then. Let me ask you this, bro. Are you one of those people that feel like, especially when you're dealing with stuff like in the industry, music, entertainment, some of the things you said you do you feel like being here in Indianapolis is a disadvantage?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just in Indianapolis, so I don't look at it as a disadvantage, but a lot of people from my city do. A lot of people from our city do look at it like that, because it's just not like a place people come for entertainment or like music. Mm-hmm. Or stuff like that. It's not your average place where you want to go, or where like somebody's looking for the next actor or the next big star, like, so to speak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I asked that question because I'm not from Indianapolis. I'm just from Gary, but from Indiana. And I hear that a whole lot. Like, people say that, okay, they want to be in music or they want to be in fashion, but they just feel like this environment is not good for it at all. And unless they move away to somewhere else, it's probably a wrap on whatever they're trying to do.
I feel like what people don't realize is that even the people that blow up in the other cities aren't even from there either. Like, they're moving around too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Everybody's moving around. You gotta move around.
Putting yourself in position.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of putting yourself in position, bro, how? You know what I'm saying? How did you go about saying that I want to do music or I want to be heard, but then actually being able to put yourself in position to make some noise, move around off the strength of your music? Like, how are you going about it that you feel is different than a lot of people?
Man, I think that goes as far as like putting your energy towards what you want, and putting your energy towards what you want, putting your mind towards the things you want to do in life, and then just moving in those ways. Like, if you want to make music and you want to be an artist, it's kind of hard to say that if you're not in the studio making music, and then like looking up different showcases, and then like looking up different events in different cities, and not even just your own city, like just looking up those different things. Like, a lot of people hit me up like, where's the studio or where's the producer? And sometimes it irritates me because I'm like, yo, I was independent too. And like, you just got to be self-sufficient. Like, you got to like just inbox somebody. If you see they do that, then inbox them and hit them up. Like, don't think that just because I do it and because I work with that person that I'm like, just inbox them. You feel me? I feel like it's just networking, man. You can't be afraid to network. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and like I said, when I put my thought to doing what I wanted to do, I've been writing music for a long time, and I've been singing for a long time. So like, when I actually wanted to like make this a living, I just started moving that way, and stuff evolved. It started just happening.
Right. So, I mean, and it's happening for you kind of regardless of location, just being able to put yourself in
I mean, I
situations.
guess being in Indiana, like I said, if you just sit here, no, there's not opportunities here, but I don't let that be an excuse for myself. I don't let that hold me back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, okay. So outside of the music, man, because that's definitely one angle. And like I said, that's how we met originally. I was coming back into town to tap in with some people in the studio and ran into Aaron. And just the people that I had met him through just let me know that, you know what I'm saying, he was legit and took very serious what he was doing. But as I did my research and really tapped in with you and the brand, I see modeling, you know what I'm saying, kind of just an influencer or giving out creative direction. So really like on the modeling tip, all right, how you, you know, was that a transition for you, or did you kind of try to do both out the gate, or how you put that together?
It's crazy. Like, I never like really saw myself really as a model. I feel like just doing music and then like having to keep up with your image on social media, like just because it's right there, and then that's the way like we're putting ourselves out here as artists nowadays. You know, people all of a sudden started hitting me up off of like my posts, like, hey, do you mind like doing this photo shoot in my shirt for like $50? I was like, yeah. And it started doing like going from like little things like that from other brands that are bigger starting to hit me up for bigger offers, and then it just kept growing into, so I never looked at myself as a model. It just started happening, and I think that's just because of like social media, and I kept up with my image because of my music. So and it just kind of like goes hand in hand, I feel like. So
do you it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, you might have like a lot of different opportunities coming at you from different angles. Like, are you managing all of these different things yourself, or do you have like a manager or something like that, or how you doing?
I wish I had a manager. We are looking for a manager. We're on a search for a manager. Not really on a search, but like I feel like I've had people hit me up trying to manage me, but I feel like that's the thing, like, to where you want to be with somebody that you know like genuinely cares about what you have going on, that's not just trying to like eat off you, even though it's business, because there's some snakes and I don't know everything. So like I want to be with somebody that I know that the things that I don't know, they're not going to just snake me at. They're going to like still try to teach me, but at the same time they still have to get their part into it too. It's business. But like I don't want to just be managed by anybody, but right now I do manage myself, and I am doing everything on my own.
Right, and I think that's always the best way to go about it. So when you do get somebody ready to put somebody in that position, you got a good grip on, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, what it actually take. And
that's crazy. Like, I guess that's the best way to go about it, but it's a lot going on, and so like it gets overwhelming, and like it sucks because from some angles, some people think like you already have it figured out. But really, it's like, I don't know. I'm just grinding. I'm just doing what I know how to do best. But I definitely don't have it figured out. And it definitely takes a team. You feel me?
Right.
For sure.
So I did peep the last project that you put out on the music tip was the Foreign Dreams joint.
Yeah.
And that joint fire, we was just bumping that right before we had jumped into the interview.
October 10th, man. I dropped that, man.
Yeah. So how the reception been on that project compared to any other music that you done put out over the last couple years?
It's been great. If I say it's been great, man. It's like my first actual project that I've dropped, you know? And there's a couple singles that are like actually blowing up on there, streaming wise, number wise. Yeah. So like for me, like it's doing great. I had a couple personal goals, you know, like you always set goals for yourself, and the goals I had for the first 6 months, I passed in the first week. So it definitely was at a whole different pace than I was expecting.
Okay.
So to say that, I can smile about it, and I'm excited for what's to come next. We still grinding though. It's a grind. You feel me?
Right. You know what I'm saying? As you put out one, you already got to be thinking about.
Yeah, we already working. We working on the next project already. Really, I can't speak on too much, but like we're already in the, and that's the thing. Like you got to hit the road, but then like I'm already like working on more music, and I already have a lot of songs that I've already created, but it's just like every day I'm feeling something different, so I'm always wanting to create, you know.
Yeah. If I hear you like on the tip, always being ready or down to create, I wanted to ask you this. You know, being one of the highly notable creative people around Nap, doing music, doing your thing, do you do a lot of collaborations around the city, or how you work on that side of things?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I get a lot of people that hit me up to collab, and because I'm managing myself right now, it makes me seem like I'm a dick, but I'm just not. I have a family to take care of, and my time is precious. And right now, I feel like the people that listen to my music want to hear me. So if I am to do a collab, it needs to make sense for myself. If it doesn't make sense, then it just needs to be handled business wise. And usually, I'm an organic person. Like if they catch me in the vibe and I'm feeling it, then I just create, and just if they're like, yo bro, you should get on it, and I'm feeling it already, then it just happens. Like but like if you hit me up like, bro, I want you to get on this song, and if I'm not really, if I'm going out of my way to, you feel me, then it's business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I still have stuff going on too. Not saying that their stuff is not as important as mine, but it's business, and I just expect people to pay me for the vibe that they want. That's it.
That's real. So, hey man, if you trying to work with Aaron, man, you gotta come with the bag or the talent.
Man.
One of the two, man.
Yeah,
One of
man.
the two.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that, man. That just mean that he taking what he doing very serious, and most of all being real. So what can we expect from you for the rest of this year, Q4, or going into 2020? What's next for you, bro?
Shows, man.
Shows, okay.
I'm in and out the year with shows. I'm throwing this banging Christmas party. There'll be more on that. If you follow me on social media, you'll stay tuned for that. And just more new music when the year drops. I haven't dropped any visuals in a while. I got some of that coming. I want people to just stay tuned. That's all.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I feel like I had their attention, but like I want to drop visuals. I want to put out more music, but it's a process. I had to learn it as I was going. I thought things worked a little faster than they do, but it's not really like that. But it's a process, and it's coming. So stay tuned.
And it's always gonna be a process when you're doing stuff the right way. But for people to stay tuned in and stay plugged in with you, your process and your movement, bro, what's the best way for them to do that?
Follow me.
What's the gram? Give out the contact information so that
Aaron
people
Easton,
can tap
man.
in, man.
Aaron Easton on Instagram, ARONEASTON. And when you're looking up it on any other social media site or digital platform, iTunes, Spotify, _RON, Easton. That's how you find me. Everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. That's how you stay in tune. You gotta follow me. Just follow me.
Yes, sir, man. Aaron Easton, man. Go get that Foreign Dreams. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all major streaming platforms. And man, I appreciate you pulling up to the Plug In.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
This is
anytime, man. Anytime I'm around, I don't mind, bro. Y'all been rocking with me. I appreciate it, man. For sure.
Appreciate you, dog. All right, man. This D making, man. We over and out.